Angelique, my dear heart.
My dressmaker's arrived.
Wonderful news. Your dressmaker's arrived. What am I expected to do? Stand to attention and sing the Marseillaise?
Stop working when I'm talking to you.
When she talks, curse you like a knife. Angelique, dear heart, you see, I have to finish these plans today. They're for a charming little villa I'm building.
The charming little villa will have to wait its turn.
Of course, dear heart.
I've got these two fabrics. Which do you like best?
Ah, the old sofa.
No, for my new tea gown.
I rather like that one.
That settles it. I'll have the other.
Wasn't much use asking me, was it, dear heart?
It was a great deal of use. I know you have the most appallingly vulgar taste. You pointed out the one I wouldn't be seen dead in.
Isn't she a little angel?
Get back to work then, Pangolin. Don't stand.
Of course, dear heart. That's not a woman I've got in my house. It's the Emperor of Japan. I think I married her without my parents' consent. Of course, that was 20 years ago. Oh, only we could have seen what they'd be like in 20 years' time. We'd never have married them 20 years ago. Oh, I tell you, no son of mine will ever get married without my consent. If I ever had a son, which I haven't. Angelique, the things unthinkable. Oh my God, no, not that. Come in. Oh, welcome, welcome, dear Madame Fire.
Good morning, Monsieur Pinkley. Receiving a new dressing gown.
Oh, we're next door neighbors. We needn't stand on ceremony.
I know, it's such a comfort. Your wife's not here.
She's conducting high-level negotiations with her dressmaker. How's your husband?
I haven't the faintest idea.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Red eyes, you've been crying.
Nothing much. Oh, well, it's the same old story, a little difference of opinion.
Is he a brute?
Of course he isn't a brute. If only he were a brute, there might be some faint hope for our marriage. He seems to find me considerably less attractive than a good drainage system. Please don't speak of it. It upsets me terribly. I must find your wife.
There. I think I'll have a few words with your husband. He seems to be a little more civilized.
Teach Peregrine to be civilized. You might as well teach a one-armed man to play the Beethoven violin concerto.
A spirit! What a beauty! What a woman! Oh, my wife's always saying unfinished. She means finished with her. For once we're in complete agreement. But am I finished with Madame Fire? I tell you, I haven't even started with Madame Fire. Look here. That wonderful girl's married to a kind of fish face. I mean, I can say it. He's my best friend, and your best friend, the one person you can call a fish face. If he wasn't my best friend, I might be rather rude about him. All the same, wouldn't do just to try to seduce your best friend's wife. Well, not unless you're absolutely certain of success. Well, let's be brutally honest about this. I'm not certain of success. I mean, it wouldn't do you play a dirty trick on your best friend. All you got out of it was a nasty slap in the face. Fine sort of friendship that would be. This beat seemed more than the next door neighbor had given me. Can you believe it? Limestone to support the weight of that beam. These architects, no practical sense whatever. And then we contractors have to get them out of their difficulties. Dad couldn't build a rabbit hutch that wouldn't blow over in a high wind. All the same. Oh, he's got a beautiful wife. Morning, Pangolin, my dear fellow. Looks a little like rain, I think. What? You're not angry at all? No, delighted to see you. Not in the least angry at all. What the hell are you playing at here? Playing at where? Limestone to support that beam. God help us if a mouse sneezed anywhere near it. What do you expect me to use? Use rock. Use your head. Anyway, limestone's far too expensive. I suppose you think an entire villa can be supported by architectural theory. Use what you like. Is my wife here? Through there with mine. And what have you been doing to her, Pioneer, speaking as your best friend? Has she been complaining? Oh, she never complains, but you only got to look at her. Poor little thing. What's eating her? I'm a model of a husband. I haven't even got a mistress. You haven't got a mistress. Have you been neglecting all your matrimonial duties? She says, I'm not loving enough. Why aren't you? What's it coming to? We live in a decadent age, Pangolin. You're supposed to be loving to your wife nowadays. Are you loving to yours? Well, hardly. Look at her. My wife's been 20 years in the bottle. That's all right for wine, but it doesn't do much to improve the quality of a wife. Mine's corked. You are perfectly right. Marcel's of a newer vintage, but she can have a distinctly acid flavor. You know what I think, Pangolin? Thinks. An architect thinks. I think that if you only get married to have someone to go to bed with, you might as well take a mistress. What a delicate moral sense. The thing is, though, listen, I work hard all day. At night, I come home and climb into bed for the peculiar purpose of going to sleep. My wife can't accept that, she says. It shows a lack of respect for finer feelings. Perhaps she's got a point. I don't care for hanky-panky, Pangolin. I'm not a ladies' man. Never have been, haven't got the taste for it. I find that sort of life, that side of life, distinctly off-putting somehow. That's why I got married. You make a beautiful glacier. Me? A glacier? Are you such a little volcano? Oh, you don't know me, do you? Beneath this calm, elegant exterior, I am a cauldron, boiling and bubbling with lava. At this moment, I've got nowhere to run. You, a volcano. Well, you've got absolutely no lava. I haven't. And without lava, a volcano is no more than a mountain with a boring little hole in it. Now I remember why I came. You couldn't lend me a maid. Why? What on earth do you want her for? For my young nephew, Maxime. Oh, I suppose that makes it perfectly respectable. Why can't you take anything serious? Maxime's nothing but a bookworm who cares for nothing but his philosophy. Philosophy when he's a schoolboy. What's he got left for his old age? The thing is, he's starting his first term at the Lycée Stanislas this evening. And I simply haven't got a servant to take him there. You recall I gave mine the sack. She made blocks with furniture polish all over my architectural drawing. She should have built the blocks. They would have stood up better. What'd you say? Oh, I said, I'm glad he's gone to a better school. Why don't you take him? After all, he's your nephew. No time. I work all day. And tonight, I have to sleep alone. The glacier melts. Alone. You astonish me. Now, the thing is, my friend, I have to spend the night in this horrible hotel. They allege the place is haunted. Strange sounds of knocking at night. Not the sort of thing you're used to at home. Certainly not. Ghosts, poltergeists. I'll wait till I see them, and then I won't believe them. Obviously. But the landlord wants to break the lease. The hotelier is fighting the case. And I have been appointed the architectural expert by the court. So I have to sleep there tonight to decide the matter. There's going to be knocking ghosts who are only touched with collywobbles obsessed with eating. Obviously. But you haven't made up with your wife. How can I? She's been blubbering all day. She says she takes every opportunity. She says I take every opportunity to stay away from her. She doesn't understand that the architect comes before the husband. Oh, my friend, take care. Someone else may come before the architect. What can you mean? You're playing a dangerous game. Wives, particularly your wife, are creatures of sentiment. And if ever your wife deceives you, well, it'll be your own fault. My wife deceived me? She won't find a lover just like that. That sort of thing only goes on in the theater. Right. Only in the theater. Godspeed you, fire Dan. All right. Now, whenever your wife deceives you, I'll fall over backwards. So she would have luck. Oh, it's you, Maxime.
Oh, my dear uncle, Monsieur Pangolin, sorry to disturb you, but I've lost the book I was reading. I may have left it. Oh, yes, there it is. What is it? It's an extraordinarily interesting refutation of Descartes by Paine. The treatise on the passions.
Oh, and how to put them to practical use?
It's philosophy. It has no practical use, Monsieur.
Monsieur,
Yes, Miss Smart, what is it?
Madame is asking for you.
As usual.
This is her dressmaker, and she says she wants to consult your infallible bad taste.
All right. Look here, Boudoir. You will escort this young man to the Lycée Stanislas this evening.
delighted, I'm sure.
No one cares whether you're delighted. The point is you will escort. What time do you need escort?
No, I have to be there at 9, monsieur.
You have to be there at 9. You got that?
Delighted, monsieur.
I say, thanks awfully, Bangler. No trouble. Hey! Not a moment. Pissed off goes again like a fire alarm. Here I am, Angelique, just coming, dear heart. Oh. My God, what a hornet that woman is. Buzzing around you the whole time. That terrible sting in the tail. Ever seen Madame Panglet in a fitting by her dam? You'd be astonished at the rear elevation.
What's the book, Mr. Maxime?
Oh, this, the treatise on the passions.
So, what are you doing exactly?
Studying the entire subject of love.
In that position? Can I help?
How can I study love with a woman sitting beside me?
Oh, I might be able to make the odd suggestion.
Do you read Descartes, Mademoiselle Victoire? You can learn a lot from Descartes.
No, I only read tea leaves. You can learn a lot from them, too. A nice boy, but on the timid side to look at him. I bet you're ever such a daring young gentleman, aren't you, Mr. Maxime?
We can distinguish between the passion of a lover for his mistress and that of a father for his children, as we can distinguish between love and lust. I'm sorry, did you say something?
I said, I bet you're ever such a daring young gentleman.
I certainly am not. Not daring at all, not on any occasion. Nevertheless, they are similar, as are both forms of love.
If you're not daring, then what are you doing with your hand then?
A father desires nothing from his children that is not decorous and proper.
Decorous and proper. Why, you're a fine one to talk.
Oh, it's not me talking, it's Descartes.
You young gentlemen are all as bad as each other. Taking advantage of a girl in my position to put your warm little hand where it never ought to go.
Where have I put my hand?
On my knee, you dirty little devil, monsieur.
Really, Victoire, where have I put my hand?
Here. I bet that's all you think about it, Jerry, isn't it? Putting your hands on girls' knees.
All I'm thinking about at the moment is philosophy.
What's philosophy? Is that what they're calling it these days?
Treating his children as extensions of his own being, the father will strive for their own good as he would his own.
No, Mr. Maxime. I've had quite enough of this. Now, you've gone too far, my lad. Well, now you're taking liberties.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean.
Really? A young gentleman like you, is that what they teach you at the Lycée, Stanislas?
Or even more so, because he and his children make a greater entity. What are you complaining about?
Your hand. It was bold enough when you put it on my knee, but now you've moved it up there. You dirty little devil.
Look, Victoire, how on earth am I going to go on studying about the nature of human love if you keep on interrupting me?
Just a touch. I can understand that. But keeping it there. Your hot little hand, such a long time. I'll have to complain to your uncle, really I will.
What about?
What about? Why, don't act the innocent, Mr. Maxime. Now take it away this instant or I shall scream. I promise you.
Oh, please don't scream.
Try and stop me.
I can't read about Descartes with people screaming.
Stop me then.
How?
Lock up my mouth.
It's impossible. You've got my hand.
Simply place your mouth firmly on mine, monsieur. Before I raise the roof and have the whole family in here running. Stop! You brute! You masterful brute!
What a curious sensation. Not altogether unpleasant.
Don't you ever do that again, young man, or there will be serious trouble. Now, I've got work to do. I shall see about escorting you to the Lycée later this evening.
She seems angry. I hope I haven't upset her. The affection all people have for their friends is the same nature.
Marcel! What on earth is eating you?
What's eating me? I'm leading the emotional life of a stuffed eggplant, and it's all because of you.
Oh, my dear, what will you say when you've had 20 years of so-called married life?
Are you complaining? I tried to make you happy. So have I.
You tried to make me happy.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Well, I tried to read Descartes in a parrot house.
What I ask myself is, why on earth I'm married to this